Welcome to our first interaction on graphic design. This is the main course. I believe that by now you are done with smartphone graphic design, and you've actually gone or proceeded to this main graphic design. Okay. Last time we looked at the course outline, the skill outline, where we talked about a number of things about how and what you're going to do and the projects. Without wasting much of the time, let's go into our today's understanding. In today's topic, or in today's look, we're going to focus our attention on elements of elements of a good design. Okay, you as a graphic designer, first of all, as a graphic designer, one of the things that you need to pay attention or to put your focus on is the elements. What elements are you looking at? What do you want to? You need to have a vision of what you need to create. So by this time, I believe that you've installed your Adobe Illustrator, you've installed your CorelDRAW, you've installed your Photoshop, and any other softwares that you need to begin learning. So let's go into it. So what are the elements of a good design? What are the elements of a good design? So we're going to talk about seven elements. So get your piece of paper, get your book where you'll be writing. Okay. Now, seven, seven elements of a good design. Okay, good graphic design. As you can see on your screen, are you seeing what is happening there? Are you seeing what you are seeing? Okay, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Okay, there's some good graphic design with good colors. As you can see, different colors that are combined. Now, the first element that we're going to talk about is line, line, line. Okay, line. Line is a very important, is a very important concept, or it's a very important factor on your designs. As you can see there, are you able to see? I'm sure you're able to see lines there. Okay, a line that was just added. Okay, the second thing is shape. Okay, as you can see, there's shape there on your what we explain further. Then there's color. Okay, so first thing line, second shape, then third color. Then we've got texture. Okay, now text, as you can see, the words there on enhancing our life journey, they've got a certain texture, and the words above there, just like foundation, have got a different texture as well. Okay, so text is one thing. Then type. Okay, type is also another, what type of design are you doing? So looking at the type is also one important factor. Then we've got space. Okay, space is also one of the important factors. You can see there are spaces, there are different areas which are not have, which don't have anything. Okay, then we've got image. Image is also one important factor that you look at as you look at design. Image, okay, as you can see, there's a laptop there, there's, a logo, just like logo. There are those beautiful things that are put together. Okay, that's an image. Then there's the conclusion. Okay, as you can see down there, there's conclusion, www whatever, find us, to apply what. So now, as we talk about this, we are talking about elements of a good design. Okay, we're talking about elements of a good design. Now, when we talk about line, what do we mean when we talk about line? Okay, lines are always more than just points that are, that are strung together. Okay, you draw one point to the other. So a line, by definition, is it's the distance between one to the other point. Okay, so you draw something that will join the 2 points. Now, depending on their form, weight, length, and context, line can help organize information. Okay, define shapes, imply movement, and convey emotion. When it comes to selecting appropriate line for projects, designers have plenty of options. Okay, you've got plenty of options. Among other options that you can say a line can be horizontal, or vertical, or diagonal. Okay, it can be a straight line, it can be a curve, okay, it can be a free form. Okay, as you can see there, I can actually tell to point at lines that you are seeing, and you can tell me which lines you are seeing. Okay, and or what you are seeing on the picture, it has got lines. Okay, it can be solid, it can be dotted, okay, it can be broken, it can be broken line, it can be implied. Okay, okay, and so many other things. It can actually be zigzag. It can be different things. Okay, what is important is that it is a line. Okay, so line is a very important content to your design. The second thing is shape. Okay, when we talk about shape, we're talking about different geometrical shapes. Okay, you've got cubes, you've got you circle, you've got a triangle, you've got a rectangle. Okay, you've got different shapes. Now, when we talk about geometric shapes can include two-dimensional or three-dimensional forms. Okay, they are created by a set of points that connect by either straight or curved lines and are usually abstract and simplistic. Okay. Now, geometric shapes can include triangles, okay, pyramids, squares, cubes, rectangles, pentagon, hexagon, octagon, decagon, circles, ellipses, and the sphere. Now, you can actually go ahead and Google about geometric shapes, and they will actually give you they'll give you more information about geometric shapes, but you're going to look at them as we go on. Then there's what we call organic shapes. Now, organic shapes are far less uniform, okay, proportional and well-defined. They can be symmetrical or unsymmetric or asymmetrical. Okay, they might include natural shapes such as leaves, crystals, and vines, or abstract shapes such as blobs and the squiggles. Okay. Now, people often squint rounded edge and rings with positivity, community, love, friendship, and harmony. Okay. Now, squares and rectangles can suggest balance, dependability, and strength. Okay. Now, triangles have culturally associated with the science. As you can see, triangles have been associated with, science, religion, historic, and civilization, as well as power. Okay. If you choose a certain set of shapes, you can actually convey stability, dependability, and organization. Now, what the point is that you see, lines are used to draw, or shapes are used to communicate a certain information. Okay, today you'll be told that a triangle that has got a triangle has it is a pyramid. It is a sign of different things. I'm sure you've heard of certain things that a triangle may be associated to. Okay, so color. When you talk about color, you're talking about it actually communicates moods. Okay, we're saying color can be a useful tool for communicating a mood or provoking an emotional response from your viewer. Okay, color theory and color will provide a practical guide for graphic designers who want to select a single color or combine multiple colors in harmonious or intentionally. Okay, now colors are very important. Okay, colors actually give a certain mood to a person. Okay, colors actually communicate certain information. Now, there are what we call primary colors. Primary colors are, we've got red, yellow, and blue. Okay, they are defined as pure pigment colors from which all other are made. So these yellow, red, and blue, you will see how we'll be combining, but you are able to combine different colors to form other colors. Okay, you're able to combine these colors. These are primary colors in the sense that they are used to make a different color. You can actually combine these colors to make a different color. Those of you that have done art at school, you know that at some point we are mixing paint. Okay, that's what artists do. But you are not training to be an artist. where you use a brush or something, but you use a computer to design your things. Okay. Now, secondary colors, okay? Secondary colors are violet, green, and orange, okay? These are the immediate result of mixing two primary colors. Red and yellow make orange, okay? Blue and red make purple, and yellow and blue make green. Are you there? Now, there are what we call tertiary colors. Tertiary colors, we've got red, okay? Orange, yellow, orange, yellow, yellow, green, blue, green, okay, blue, violet, and red, violet are the 6 colors that result from mixing primary colors and secondary colors. So when you mix primary colors and secondary colors, you're going to come up with what we call a tertiary color. Okay, that tertiary color now is a different form. Now, color harmonizes, a concept, okay, that is created when 2 or more colors are chosen from a position on the color wheel. Okay. Now, a color wheel is are you seeing what is on your screen there? This round thing that has got different colors. That is what we call it. It can be an example of a color wheel. Okay, so you're combining different colors to actually come up with a color that you need. Okay, now one example I can give, for instance, let's look at the different design. Let's look at this design. Are you seeing how colors are combined? When you go all these, on all of these, you are actually seeing color. Okay, so they are all about color. Okay, they are all about color. Now, so the other thing that we are looking at is, so there are so many things about color, but the other thing is texture. Okay, texture is a feel of a surface. Okay, smooth, rough, hard, strong, or it can actually be softer. Okay, so all those things are a concept of what we talk about when we indicate about texture. Now, what graphic designers do is that, you see, for you, as you can see there on your screen, there are different textures that these numbers have, or these words, letters have. You as a graphic designer, for instance, if you touch the wall, okay, those that have got a rough cast, okay, the plaster and other things, they are plastered in a different form. Okay, when you touch it, some feel very rough, some are smooth, some are softer, and things like that, and some are slippery. Now, you as a graphic designer, you are using what we call illusion. Okay, you are using what we call illusion to bring a certain texture. For instance, these words, online and physical. Online and physical, you can just see from it, from seeing, actually, you can actually be able, you're not even touching. But as you see, it actually gives you a feel to say, if I was to touch these words, they're going to feel rough. Okay. If you're going to touch this for 1 month course, you're going to feel softer. That's what you are doing. So you are using, you are using illusion to create your design. Okay. Now, type. Type, when we talk about type, we're saying whether you're choosing a font or creating your own topography or graphic design project, it's important to make sure that type you are using legible and appropriate for a subject. Type affects the overall mood of design. So consider whether your letters should be print or script, whether it should be have an angle or have a shape or rounded, things like that. So it's all about you to create type. Then space. Okay, space, we're talking about spacing is a vital part of any designer toolkit. It can give you a design breathing room, increase visual impact, balance, or heavier. At some point, there are some graphic designers who are very careless. You find that they created a design which is scampered. It is actually all over the place. The words are all over. You can't even see. They're obstructing each other. There's no space whatsoever. A good graphic design has got space. Let's look at this corner, this design that is here. Okay, this corner, new knowledge with MCAV the scholar. Look at this, look at the amount of space that it has, and look at the type. Okay, what things were added, some visual effects, some, you know, different things. You can actually request for this. I can actually be able to send it to you so that you see how it looks in person. You can actually zoom it and be able to learn one or two things. The other things we're talking about is image. Whether graphic designers use photograph or illustration, they rely on images to grab the audience attention. Everyone wants an image expresses a certain, you know, information. So for instance, let's look at this logo, Demafan. This logo has got an image. Definitely, just by seeing the image, you already know that this is what? About farming, about, you know, about animals. When we go to here, when you go to the book cover here, as you can see, there is what? There is a face, there's a woman, and there already you can see, you can tell that it's dealing with the feminine, okay, issues, female issues, okay. So basically, those are important concepts about that. Now, image is a very important thing because a person actually, psychology indicates that a person is responsive, is highly responsive to image or to watching. That's why you find that today when you produce a video, more people watch than reading. Okay. So image is very, very important. So you as a graphic designer, ensure that as you do your designs, there is at least an image. As you can see in this design, there are so many images. Okay. And these images actually will captivate the interest of somebody to, you know, to know more about this. Why? Because of the image. Okay, of course, the image should be, the image should be nice looking. Okay, not just any image. Look at these photos that are here. Okay, this photo that has got a guy, the scholar, these photos on the book, everything is actually nice looking. Okay, you'll not find a photo that is blurred, a photo that has got a very bad background. Okay, so a photo has to be 3D, three-dimensional. Okay, it has to be 3D. Don't just get any photo you put, or else your graphics will be looking village. Okay, so a good graphic designer has to have, needs to have some good quality projects. Now, in a nutshell or in conclusion, you can utilize elements of design in any form or layout that requires text, image, idea to express something unique. From posters and billboards to brochures and packaging. Learn to choose and use each concept wisely, and you'll be well on your way to creating great graphic designs that, that are fresh, communicative, and visually appealing. Now, these are the objectives of any graphic designer. One, as Just Life Foundation is training you, we want you to put, you need to ask yourself a question. When you're done designing, ask yourself this question. Is your design good? Is it looking attractive? Question number one. Second question, is it communicative? Can it pass information from one reader to the other? Is it, third one, is it visually appealing? Is it appealing? Does it, can it help somebody? If it's about donation, can you post a help somebody to donate? Can it? So you need to ask yourself, can it help somebody to buy the products you are selling? So those are the questions that you need to ask yourself. Now, you join me as we'll be talking about how then to design, as we'll be talking about the practical aspect of designing, where we'll be using Adobe Illustrator. We'll be looking at the interface, the face of graph, or of Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so join me in the next video. For now, it's goodbye.